And that is live. But this isn't Smash Brothers. Yeah, it's not Smash Brothers. The amiibo kind of need more time in the gym, and work schedules are ugh. So,
Yep.
So tonight's all about some Fire Emblem.
You'd be surprised how bad boot camp has been for the opponents.
Well, not just the Zero's, like, you know, infamous boot camp, but just regular old training in general. I mean, the boot camp does wonders. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. The boot camp does wonders.
And the head honcho of my boot camp, Grimla, actually had his first 2 losses ever. But that's all fixed.
Shock and surprise.
He spent all day beating up my own other amiibos, and well, he hasn't lost a single match.
Okay, Zero, you nutcase. Anyway.
No. I'm not in that case. I'm just not all there sometimes.
So, since tonight is all about Fire Emblem Warriors and you look Grindfest, what the heck can you grind? Simple. I'm just gonna be bashing things thanks to a certain little broken dragon girl. A simple way to do that is hard mode, chapter 20, Clash at the World Tree. Well, wait, aren't you missing a step? No, I'm not. What are you talking about? There's just no way just me saving my items because making tonics is kind of wasteful.
Wait, you make...
I don't make the tonics.
Yeah, you get them in the wild. You get them from opponents.
Not those tonics. The blessings. The blessings.
Ah, those. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a big
problem. Okay. There we go. So what you gotta do is you gotta have this little girl right here. You gotta have Tiki, and yes, also preferably promoted Tiki. So,
promoted Tiki is cool.
Yeah, that we can have Divine Dragon on, and so that way you can also get more warrior gauge. You know, whenever you have the materials to make the crest anyway. And pair her up with the strongest character you got, in my case, Liana, who's a level 60 Great Lord.
For your reference, Inferno, by the time I actually got to the final boss the first time, I was only level 43.
Well, you see, I've already beaten this game's main story, so I don't care.
So did I.
As for the other two, whatever. Just have Lissa and Cordelia here, just for variety in weapons. Just yeah, what's up?
Is some advice? You see how there are like a whole ton of weaknesses for Cordelia?
I got those covered. Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. I usually send either someone else, or because Tiki's so strong and well, you'll see in a second, she's so strong and destroys everything that I tend to get to the archers before they can get to Cordelia. And even if Cordelia gets near an archer, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna tell her to retreat, and I'm just gonna kill the archer anyway.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
And so send your units over to wherever. I'll send the AI in order to get to me quicker. Not that move. Pair up as support, but instead I'm actually going to switch to Tiki right when she gets close. And once you have all that, and also your extra units as well, let's see. Takumi for a few Pegasus Riders here and there. Rowan because I think story demands it. Elise because healer. And Corrin because I just felt like it.
Corrin because Dragon Princess.
Because I felt like it. That's the better thing. So start the battle.
Let's go.
And why on hard mode? Because enemies are harder and give more experience, and I get more money.
And he's too afraid to go to lunatic mode.
More because I don't trust myself on lunatic mode.
That's probably smart.
I mean, I know I get twice the money, and I did like the first 3 chapters on lunatic mode. I forget, but the enemies are damage sponges, and that mode is ridiculous.
I nearly cried when I got my ass handed to me in the endgame lunatic mode. I was not happy.
I don't even want to imagine. Anyway, Tiki's now paired up, and let us do this thing. 1, 2, 3. Gotta do a specific combo in order to get the enemy stunned. And when the game isn't interrupting me with objectives I've already done like too many times to count, there's another combo you can do to quickly get up her warrior gauge. Tiki doesn't have great stats compared to the rest. She also doesn't have any specific weapon advantages just regularly. However, she has a pretty awesome ability in order to compensate for that. And that ability makes her extremely broken.
The mission started.
But first, you gotta build it your warrior.
Enemies have launched an attack.
Yes, Foxman, that is a staple of Wario games.
Shut up, Doctor.
So,
They could let me do this.
Inferno.
They could let me do the hopscotch combo, which is what they call it, the hopscotch combo. There we go. Press Y, at least in my case, and there we go. You can sacrifice all your warrior gauge in order to fill up your awakening gauge, which turns Tiki into her dragon form. In awakening mode, you have no weaknesses, you have an advantage against every kind of weapon, and your stats are accentuated to extreme degrees.
And don't forget, even as your warrior gauge builds up in dragon mode, you can keep sacrificing it to keep up your awakening gauge.
Oh my god, you're right!
So basically, you got infinite dragon power.
If the group of enemies is large enough, then yeah, you can.
Which is why this area is a great place to go beating up enemies.
It's just, you see, oh wait, damn it. I was pressing Y there for some reason. I was pressing Y, but okay, whatever, I can get the meter back. It's simple.
So, why did that when we see Tiki perform her combos, her wings are like white angel wings, but when she transforms, they become yellow, feathery dragon wings?
Oh, this is her promotion.
Yeah,
Something I discovered that when you promote Tiki, her dragon form also changes color. Something I think is weird, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Now we can get through.
Talkman, your girlfriend is wrong if she thinks that Fire Emblem Warriors is just a cash grab.
Oh, if there's a cash grab, then they can have all of mine because it's fun.
They've actually been planning this game before they even made the Switch. Proof of it is the fact that it exists on the 3DS.
Actually, yeah, it was initially planned to be a 3DS game, but then they're like, why don't we bring it to the Switch? And then they, yeah, you're right, that's actually the initial plan, was just to be a 3DS exclusive, but then they thought, nah, we got
When they saw how the Breath of the Wild did, yeah, they figured it's more than capable of doing this.
And besides, the Switch version is the one you should be getting anyway, so.
Well, if you have the Switch, that is.
Well, but still, I hear this. I literally hear the Switch version is like overall much better.
Yeah.
Okay, the path is clear.
Also, Dynasty Warriors 9. No. Need I say any more than that?
All that remains is to secure the final
I'd
fort.
rather play this, and you know what? Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is coming out, like, you know, on May 18th, so I'm definitely picking that up.
Fetch, that is a great idea. Be warned though, it doesn't have as much of the stuff that this thing has, from as far as I remember.
I have not seen any of the 3DS version at all, but that's because I doubt many people even picked it up to begin with. I mean, I know that there's a few people who could get some use out of it because of, like, you know, console owning and stuff. But quite honestly, again, like I said, it's better to just pick it up on the Switch.
Yep. And to back you up on that, Inferno, yes, the sales for the Nintendo Switch were, I believe, at least twice as big as the 3DS was.
Dude, the Switch has literally made history in how big it's sold here, so...
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of the best selling games in existence.
It's the highest selling Xeno game.
That's the point.
And Takahashi's like, there has to be demand if they want to remake Xenosaga. I'm like, dude, the demand's been there for like decades. Stop making excuses.
I was looking at the Reddit for Xenoblade, And people made a thread about the new blade that and they're all saying this is a sign that there is definitely going to be a new Xenoblade, a Xenosaga remake in the works.
That would be amazing. I'd actually buy that because I've been curious.
Take my money. Take my money. Take it all. Just give me the game.
Said fans to Sega after Shenmue. Well, also, if they... Like, you see... Okay, you want an example of Sega being terrible at doing this? They said...
I have many examples.
Okay, you got a point there, but here's another one for you. They say if there's enough demand, they'll bring Yakuza's 3, 4, and 5 to the PS4.
There's been more demand for that than most games I've seen them make.
Exactly, so just bring it, because people will buy it. I mean, Sega, like, people are demanding Yakuza more than Sonic the Hedgehog nowadays, so what the hell are y'all doing?
Didn't expect it to be so
But Sonic is a staple for children everywhere. We have to give them Sonic.
Oh, yeah, you can give a Sonic if you stop rushing him out the goddamn door.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we don't want another incident of 06 now, do we?
Cough, cough, Sega.
I can already hear the angry mobs forming as I mention 06 again.
That game's infamy will never die.
Yeah, I swear, every time I see or hear anything about 06, I hear the angry mobs picking up their pitchforks.
Let's see.
What is it?
Gotta order my units around. What are they doing? Alyssa should be go fighting the Shadow of Cordelia. Do they not know their weapon triangles here?
Inferno, I can guarantee you, they do not know anything about weapon triangle formation.
Sure thing.
Let's see, where can I send you? Hey, Cordelia, why don't you go and defend our fort over there since you have an advantage? I mean, the guy might die before you get there, but you'll at least still be doing something useful. And since I still need to gain up my goddamn awakening gauge in order to even hit anything here, I'm just gonna keep hitting things.
Foxman, it's not that they don't know anything about anything. It's just that AI, they're programmed to just go beat stuff up.
It's better than Hyrule Warriors and Allies AI, that's for sure. At least the Fire Emblem Ally AI tries to stay alive. The one in Hyrule Warriors, they just go all Leroy Jenkins on everything, and it's so goddamn annoying.
Isn't Hyrule Warriors getting a Switch version?
That's what I mentioned earlier, and like I said, I'm picking that up because I want.
So am I, solely because of the fact that if it's a game, because the game is just like this type of style.
It's just it's this what think of Zelda characters. So
yeah, which means that yay. Plus,
literally yay. So you got nothing to question. It's literally yay.
Well, I mean, the reason why I said yay the way I did is because I do not know if there are going to be spider enemies. Sadly, I do not care in this case because I love this type of game.
What is with spider enemies?
I have a fear of spiders.
I know, but in a video game, the spiders fear you.
Not if they're like 15 feet tall.
And besides, there is Goma, but Goma's a easy boss in that game. The only annoying thing about Goma is like when it's gonna open up its weak points here in areas.
Well, I probably would be too distracted by beating everything up while laughing like a crazy man to even notice Goma is around.
Hyrule Warriors does have like an intro cutscene every time a boss comes in, and I do mean every time a boss comes in.
Oh. Well, I never watched the boss intros because I'm too busy wanting to beat stuff up.
Well, the game will force you because all gameplay will stop and like showing you the boss and the boss's name. Which is why, for some reason, this giant plant thing from the first Zelda game is called, and by the way, yes, this is its real name, Manhandla.
You're not joking, are you?
No, I'm honestly not. When I first saw that, I'm just like, wow, that actually is a Manhandla. Oh, hi, Manhandla.
So is it true that there's a female Link in Hyrule Warriors?
Initially introduced in Hyrule Warriors Legends after being restored from the scrapped concept board, Linkle.
So she is a real character.
Oh yeah. Like they originally, she was originally going to be a character in like the base Hyrule Warriors game, but then they had to scrap her because time. And then when they made the Legends version, they're like, why don't we bring her back? And they're just like, genius.
Okay, that gives me even more reason to pick up the game. Yeah. Another question.
Well, yeah, especially since Legends was a 3DS exclusive, and I like Legends and all, but I'd rather be having it on a console. Because Definitive Edition looks so freaking pretty.
Another question. Is it true you get to play as that annoying sword woman from Skyward Sword?
At this point, you should just look up the goddamn roster yourself, because it's been out for several years.
Okay.
But yes, you do.
Yes! Please don't tell me you get to play as the annoying fairies. That would be way too much.
Look up the roster, Zero. I can't.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, man. Is it true this? Is it... Dude, we have Google.
Yes, but I have to pay attention to chat.
I know, but you can take maybe a couple of seconds to look at the roster. Oh, look at that! The ruins are at risk, and that's the bad part of the AI coming in. Let's see, what do we got? A soldier. Can I see the soldiers? I can't even do the targeting. Okay. Lissa, you go here. Alright, looks like Rowan might be... No, Rowan's already in this fort killing the Outrealm monsters, because I still have the Dragon Fang swords on them. I think this fort is open now, so there's that. That ain't gonna open for a while, and Cordelia's taking forever with this one, but there's some archers over on several different sections. Alright, so better take care of those. Where's my goddamn allied list? There we go.
What can I do for you?
And over here, Corn's there. Takumi is there for some reason. Also, with Elise, okay.
I'm up.
Elise, make yourself more useful and go try and keep that guy busy. Thank you and good night. As for you, Rowan, you have an advantaged weapon. Do something with it. There you go. You see, as soon as I leave the fort, Rowan defeated monsters.
But that's because the AIs are programmed so that if you're standing next to them, they do nothing.
That's pretty dumb. Wait, Zero, can you confirm? You confirmed this, haven't you?
Let's put it this way. You know how sometimes I tell you how I hate the counters that I'm working with because they just stand there watching me beat up the bosses?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, you want to know why? I don't remember you saying that, but I remember having that happen to me plenty of times.
And that's a big pain in the neck to deal with, especially with the fact that there are times where you would love to have the AI control counters help you beat a boss, especially if you're only level 60 and they're level 89.
Oh, I forgot about the Outrealm portals closing. What the hell's going on? Who's in peril? Oh, the Trident Ruins. Okay, that's another gripe I have. You target one enemy, and they go defeat it. But then they don't target any of the other enemies in the vicinity.
I hear you.
You can have your healers heal up the,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, let's go here. And hopefully, if she can get there in time.
Sure.
If she can't get there in time, well then, that's gonna be some screwy crap right there.
Yep.
I would hope so, but we'll have to see. Just, god damn it, game. Why? Why you gotta pair me up with the dummies?
In the world of the rise, why not?
And oh, that was part of the combo. Okay, there we go.
just impossible.
I didn't know the game
Stay
would
on
count
your
that
guard
fun
and
combo.
focus on the mage.
Okay, I think she healed them.
I'm
No,
up.
you're gonna heal them again. Don't you even
Sure
dare.
thing.
No, in fact, guess what? I'm gonna send Lissa to... Wait. Trident Ruins. Guard.
I
Done.
hear you.
Now you ain't leaving until they save.
It's that. All the imposters are dead.
Thank you, Hinoka. I didn't think you were here. It's probably one of the extra units
Now
I
the
can't control.
point is to show those mages
Yep.
the true
Most likely.
Then, why is Darius not playable? I will never understand.
Because he is wah, 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 wah.
But he's voiced by Xander Mobus.
Yes, but he is a wah, 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 wah.
But Xander. Xander.
They don't care. He's still a wah, 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 wah.
Yes, I know. He's a Charlie Brown adult person thing. Also, wait, are all the... wow, I didn't even need to kill any of the archers. Someone must have gotten rid of them already. You see, now that's the AI actually doing something. That's what proves that, like, Fire Emblem Warriors AI, well, not as good as you'd want it to be. It's still better than Hyrule Warriors allied AI.
What can I do for you?
See, Corrin is over here. Don't know why you didn't help take over that fort. That all the way in the top
Because-
right of the corner.
You want to know a secret I learned?
Put me in.
Corrin never does anything when it comes to taking over a fort. They might get the boss low enough, but they won't do the finishing blow.
Mission complete.
Sometimes
that.
yeah, they very rarely do
The
that.
outrun portals are
Also, the
disappearing.
fort captain is a monster
Relax
up
for a
there,
moment.
so Rowan's got a job to do.
I like those profit
Get back to war.
I like the profit margins.
I like those profit margins. I like those profit margins.
Ladies and gents, just be prepared to be hearing a lot of the same repeat lines again and again and again and again
Excellent.
if you replay stages for specific reasons. Like if you're going for the Anna's Mementos, you're gonna definitely be hearing those a lot because those have some really ridiculous prerequisites.
Can you remind me what the heck that
After
medal is?
After beating story mode, you do get some extra ones to get in order to fill out the rest of the puzzle. The thing is that those post-game ones, you have to do them on hard mode and with very specific conditions. The regular ones, you have to beat 1,000 enemies, which is extremely simple. The rest of them, though, let me see. Do I have them here?
Fetch. Yes. Frozen Greek yogurt. No, frozen yogurt in general. After a while in the freezer, will have ice crystals. If you stab a spoon into the yogurt before freezing it, you have a very tasty popsicle.
Anyhow, with that aside, say for this one, you have to defeat the 3 mages controlling the walls of darkness without your allies getting injured. Which I'm going to assume is them losing their, like going into peril mode or something. But I would, yeah, okay, so there you go. But that's actually pretty easy, but I'm pretty sure there are other ridiculous ones out there. But yeah, you have to actually do this in hard mode in order for it to count. In which Anna will appear, and then you have to go to her in order to get the puzzle piece.
Inferno, I can tell you right now, some of these prerequisites are so insane that it's gonna make you want to hit your head against the closest, bluntest, most painfully hard surface you can find.
Oh, you should see this at the Hyrule Warriors puzzle pieces then, my god.
Beat the captains in under 10 minutes.
The mission
I think it has to be
started.
ridiculously level just to have a stand chance against that.
Let's focus our
Yep.
efforts and end this.
And this is why we grind, people. This is why we grind.
We cannot waste
Okay,
this
so now
chance.
at the end
Break through and
of
show
Clash
them
at the
our
World
strength.
Tree, and I will never not have this in my head, what you gotta do is you gotta go to the center, and you gotta beat more shadows. But you don't have to beat all the shadows. You don't have to beat the main shadow. In this case, Shadow Rowan. However, the shadow is pretty freaking strong.
And whenever you mention the word shadow, I just want to keep thinking of the Shadow Realm.
Focus on the imposters at the
Edgy to
fort.
hedgy.
No, Shadow Realm. Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
I know, you'll be banned at the Shadow Realm, but wait, oh my god, he's getting decimated. Wow, you really going straight. Holy jeez, look at that health bar go down. And look at mine, Awakening gauge, go up. even higher.
That looks rather painful.
Good God. And you know what? This is also because when you capture all the enemy forts in a map, you gain a morale boost, which boosts your stats even higher.
Well, good to
Yes.
know.
Though, morale boosts are a pain in the neck in some of the stupid Outer Realm maps because, like, no matter how hard you get your allies to defend a fort, they're so stupid because they don't listen to you that they run off and then a fort gets captured. And then before you know it, when you blink, suddenly all the capital forts you have are back in the enemy's hand. And then you want to cross at them.
You can tell Zero's been through a lot.
I still have nightmares.
And because you play on hard mode, you can get a 1.5 times multiplier to your gold earnings. So basically, you earn overtime pay.
Something that I did not know, still forget most of the time, and as soon as I can remember to do it one day, I'm gonna go grind up from having only two gold to getting as much gold as I can get my hands on.
And you're going to need it, especially with some of the promoted crests.
Oh no, I still have to get most of my units up to level 55. Never mind 89. Never mind 90 that Rihanna is at.
Jesus Christ, man. Are you sure you sure you got some water? You've been talking a lot of big sentences, bro.
Yeah, I have a giant water bottle.
Okay, good. Oh, Xavier's here. What's up, Xavier? Just doing some Fire Emblem. And after beating a stage, you do get weapons. Oh, so Fetch's message sent late. Okay, wow, internet derps. So the ice crystals water down the yogurt. Really?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But if you are quick enough, you can get the ice crystals from the surface ice crystals. You can scrape them off.
All right. So yeah, you do get weapons, and depending on the weapon, you may want to keep it or not. It usually depends on if you want to just craft a specific trait to another weapon, like divining, which you definitely want to keep on many weapons. Let's see. Oh, it's not swords this time. I'm surprised. No swords, and of course you get a bunch of materials. And you will get plenty if you fight a lot of things like me, so just press X and watch the fireworks. And
in your opinion, what are some of the most important traits to have on weapons?
Divining, rainstorms, and strong for... It depends on the character for strong, but whatever combo is like the most damaging. Like, I think for Liana, strong 5 is what it is for her, for that combo where she essentially makes a big saber out of her sword and essentially decimates a large range of enemies.
I just give strong 6 to everything because better safe than sorry.
And of course, our supports. Not every support has a conversation, though. It's something they actually wanted to do for the game, but couldn't because of major time constraints in terms of that. Which is quite unfortunate, because you definitely would want to have support conversations for everybody, but they thankfully did get... I think they did get Ryoma and Chrom to get one, which means Matt Mercer is talking to Matt Mercer.
I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
It happens a lot.
Crazy.
It happens a lot in voice acting. And of course, after leveling up a support, you get a character-specific item, which you're going to need for like some of the more difficult crests.
And every time you want to get a crest onto another castle, you have to grind up another support to A+ just to get it.
But there are but whether the inclusion of the DLC characters, there's many more supports to get.
Yep.
And I hear that if demand is pretty good, they'll actually keep adding in more, which I hope they do, because I would love to see this game's longevity increase.
I'm looking at you, Ike. We need you in the game.
Oh, can we get Ike in this game? Like,
what?
Can we get Ike in this game, actually? Like, I know...
No.
No, please. No,
I want him in the game, yeah.
No, in all seriousness, yeah, can we get Ike?
And Roy. And Alm. We already have
no.
Alm's...
No, Ike first. Ike first.
But we already have Alm's, We already have
Celica.
Yes, and that's why we need Elm. Can you imagine how cute their A+ support will be?
Maybe. But the reason why I say Ike is because lately, Derek from Game Explained has been streaming a Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. And that's always a fun thing to watch, especially in some of the more infamous stages and just seeing the things that Ike and other people go through. I more care about Ike, but it turns out the game has a whole other side to the story. And I'm just thinking, who are you? You're not Ike.
Hey, producers of Fire Emblem Warriors, if you're listening to us, add the children characters from Awakening. I want to watch Kana beat people. I want to watch Morgan beat people up.
And that is essentially how you do a bunch of grinding in Fire Emblem Warriors. Easy grinding anyway, if you don't want to resort to the... Yeah, there's actually no history mode stage I've ever heard of that actually does good grinding, surprisingly, because Hyrule Warriors Adventure Mode, I hear, does some good grinding. But this ain't Hyrule Warriors, thank God.
Inferno?
What's up?
Would you like to go to the history map page so I can point out which one has a great spot for grinding gold?
Gold.
Gold. I could grind gold easily in this spot. On easy mode.
Is it available from the start of that map?
Yeah, it was a DLC map.
Oh, that means... Wait, that probably means the level requirement's high, though.
Not terribly so.
Well, what's the level requirement?
I think one of them is 18.
Oh. Well, I might as well see.
Remember to take frequent breaks and rest your eyes every now
Alright,
and again.
so wait, what's it called?
Give me a moment to boot up my own copy of the game so that
Wow,
I can
you're trying to... You don't even tell me the name.
I believe it's either Cold Reception or Emblem. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
Hey, it's been a week and a half since I played Fire Emblem Warriors. You can't blame me for not remembering the exact thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, the exact one is at... Give me a second, it takes a couple moments.
Behind this mask
is another mask. Pretty cool, huh?
And then...
Okay, in Emblem, the Gold Rush level is 11.
Okay, so the map Emerald, so any player of Awakening will know this, but hopefully they've played Awakening.
Yep, and if you haven't, bad for you.
Yep, pretty much so. Okay, so apparently we got some gold grinding. Right,
yep.
Let's see what we got. Emerald.
Don't worry, Robin. We'll make it through and be on the road with Em in no time. I hope you're right.
Welcome! Welcome!
It's the... well, once the conversation with him is done.
Oh, Valadar, you look like...
Take out all the soldiers first.
You look like you need to get a hobby.
Oh, if only he did.
His hobby is trying to drive people crazy and rule the world for his so-called god.
Okay, there it is. There's Gold Rush. I was about to be like, wait a minute.
Yep.
There's one that's level 70. Look at that thing. Level 70. How about no? Let's see the others. Fort Siege, level 76. Oh my god, no. No.
See the... Hey, you see the dragon?
Oh no, do I even want to know that one?
It's level 47.
37, actually.
No, what dragon? No, not the dragon by Valador. The dragon by the mage.
Ah, there it is. Also,
No, the other one.
0.
What?
You said 47. I'm looking
Yes,
at it.
that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Then, oh. Hi, Tharja.
You can get Thoron.
Is it? Wait, actually, that's... Wait, I'm getting a bit of an echo on your end. Can you fix that?
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's Tharja's exact placement in the actual map. In Awakening.
Actually, in the map, she's slightly up higher.
Oh, shut up. You get my point.
Yep.
You goddamn Fire Emblem nutty. So how about I love gold? That's pretty much what this is. It's because I love gold.
Make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain every day.
So yeah, essentially, ladies and gents, I'm quoting Austin Powers because, yeah, I love gold.
And I'm quoting something that I came up with in my mind. A scary, scary place, indeed.
Okay, so right now it is just beat enemies within the time limit, and you have 2 people. You can do whatever. You can just let them be, or you can make them pair up with you in order to increase your own stats, which is what I'm doing anyway. And besides, they might get a level out of it anyway, so, hi Sakura.
Some good advice. If you have the unit Anna, make sure she has her gold increasing skill.
I don't have any of the history map exclusive units yet, so no. I don't have Anna.
I feel sorry for you.
I don't even have Lynn either, which sucks because yes. Let's see. Who shall I... I'm still getting the echo. Do you have headphones in?
Yes.
Damn. Okay, let's see. Which one of you shall I have with me?
You want my suggestion?
I would like an input, but what is it?
Because of the enemies that show up, Robin is technically your best bet.
Well, I'm gonna pair them up with Liana anyway, just to get a stat increase.
Then I suggest Corin because Corin gives a pretty good strength buff.
What do you need?
Because quite honestly, I know how to move around. And look, there's a lot of axe wielders, and there's even Outrealm fiends for me to beat, and I still have Fashina. I have Fashina. Fetch, I see that, but there's still a little bit of an error.
Where is Fetch talking?
Hold on. Oh my god. Anyhow, let's get down to business to defeat the Outrealm
How's
fiends.
this? Let's go.
Oh, now I'm getting messages. Also, hi train. Anyway, regardless of such, thank you, bitch.
I'm here to
Gold
help.
Rush. In certain battles, you must defeat enemies and collect the gold they drop, all within a time limit. Clear a mission, and more gold-dropping foes will appear. Declared time doesn't factor into the score in this battle. Defeat as many enemies as you can, and earn that S rank.
Yep, you have to beat at least 2,000 enemies as normal to get the S rank. I would say that's kind of mean, but
Hey, boss!
if you know what you're doing, it's fun.
Fetch has once again unlocked a new secret sound, 706, the Pokemon Go gym battle theme. Because 706 was the release date for Pokemon Go back in 2016.
That's something I did not know. Probably because of the sole factor that I was never someone who was a big fan of Pokemon Go.
Anyway, thank you, Fetch. Thank you very much. I give you hugs. Many hugs to Fetch. And Fetch, you know the drill? Since you did... since you did that, that means pick a number.
Pick a number. Any number.
Pick a number from the sound hall. You know how this goes. You know how this goes, honey. Anyway, 5. I know we should be doing some Gold Rush, but now I actually need to go. Because I wasn't expecting a response already. So let's see.
Don't worry, Inferno. While you're doing that, I have my controller doing Auto Gold Rush.
Auto? Oh, you actually use Auto Battle?
No, I have that turbo controller that allows you to just press a button and it does everything for you. So I literally just press the button, move around, and the A button, which is my attack, the Y button, which is my default attack, and well, nothing is standing up to the power of the AI being controlled by a controller. It already killed 1,300 something enemies, and the sad thing is, there's only 5 minutes left, and that's more enemies than I get on the normal one.
Okay, hashtag RipVod on this month of this year. One of the most unexpected and ambitious crossovers of all time occurred.
Oh.
Yeah, that is my hint right now. Hashtag RipVod on this month of this year. One of the most ambitious crossovers ever occurred. That I would just leave it at that. And if you all want to keep guessing, leave it there. Don't try and publicize this. Just be thinking in your minds. And if you think you might have it, well then, that remains to be seen. But that is the hint, and I will be sure to type that out as soon as I'm done here. Alright,
oh yeah.
So time for some gold.
Oh yeah, Inferno. I remembered something important. Be careful, a hero will appear. Make sure you kill them as quickly as possible, because you get a lot of money from killing the hero that appears.
As you can all see, I'm using an epic combo from Liana in order to utterly rip apart these guys. Ruffian has appeared and is trying to take gold from a villager. How dare thee! Dead, 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 dead. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, by the way, sometimes an enemy called the Gold Transporter will appear. Beat them up, ignore everything around you that is the Gold Transporter when they appear, because those Gold Transporters drop a whole lot of money.
I love gold.
You can take this.
Gold. Make it rain.
I like those profit margins.
Like,
Anna is literally making it rain money.
Like, can we just get that, like, whole... Can we just get that whole thing from Austin Powers, just, like, you know, all about this? It's just, I love gold. Bounty Hunter. Wait, Bounty Target. Marth. Oh, Marth.
I've come bearing a present for you.
So let's see.
It's called your death.
So let's see. In order to even get the S rank in these stages, sometimes there's a clear time, but in this case there is none. I have to defeat at least 2,000 enemies within the time limit. And I can barely take damage. I can take up to 80% until the prerequisite essentially fails. So as long as I don't take more than 80% of my health bar, I'm fine. Wow, bounty and gold transporters? Oh, I get the hero first. I gotta get Marth. Also, Marth is, if I remember correctly, he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal now.
What?
Yuri Lowenthal, as in Sasuke Uchiha.
I cannot afford to fail now.
Wait. So you're saying the Great Hero King is voiced by the King of Emos.
A different kind of hero king.
I am now.
And now thieves are stealing gold.
Don't worry, beating them up is like taking candy from a cat.
Why would you? But cats don't eat candy. Also, hi thief, bye thief.
We defeated the enemy
Fine, it's like taking candy from a cat, a Necromata.
mission.
So a cat girl?
Yep.
Why would you do that, you monster? What did they ever do to you?
Maybe you're trying to take candy from them to give them better. What if they're eating something like a lollipop that you have a giant chocolate ball the size of Texas?
Why would I have a? Oh, screw it. Okay.
You
anyway.
can buy it in that store, not the size of Texas.
Anyway, it's time to activate Awakening mode and essentially make this map even easier.
Ooh, you should use Tiki on the...
I know I should have, but right now Leanna's doing pretty good for herself, especially with a combo 5.
I call that a win.
You see the one I'm spamming the whole time? That's combo 5.
AKA Overkill mode.
It really is.
Profit margins.
Yep.
Oh, and as for Leanna's Awakening Burst move, my god.
I'll show you.
Also, don't worry, that hint will make more sense in due
Receive the
time.
report.
So in other news,
Reinforcements.
Anna is completely wreaking havoc on everyone in my side, and she's not even using combos.
Are you controlling?
No, it's being done by the controller.
I see enemy
Ooh, more
reinforcements.
transporters. I love
Let's go.
gold.
I like those profit margins.
I'm pretty sure they did this mainly because of the fact that because the level caps increase, you're going to be spending a lot more on the training
I like
grounds.
those profit
Yep.
Yep, I'm right.
I've got you now.
So, I know I keep saying it, but there's a big. I love gold.
I like those profit margins.
You know what? I'm making that the hashtag. I'll move the book again. Hashtag I love gold.
I see enemy reinforcements.
Hey Inferno,
What's up?
I would like to point out I officially hate the AI when I have the controller doing the gold rush for me.
What? I just screw up now.
They didn't. 3,357 enemies defeated. When I manually do this, I get about 2,000 enemies before I run out of time.
They got methods.
Yes, and in total, they made 42,572 gold. And then, because of Anna's money-making ability, I got an extra 90. I got a total of 145,772 gold. So I gained 135,770 gold from that one round.
Question about Anna's money-making ability. Is that like a weapon ability or a
I see
quest?
enemy reinforcements.
A crest.
Okay, just check.
I see
Yep.
enemy reinforcements.
12 dragon claws,
I've got you
14 captain axes, 7 captain swords, 7 monster fangs, an outlaw mask, an axe fighter's helmet, 8 axe fighter gloves, a meridian's head guard sword, 22 meridian's breechcloth, and moss brooch. I hate you, Anna.
Leanna's so broken after promotion. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Commander.
And so is Anna.
I mean, I've yet to see that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yep. I am now a little sad that I did not try thinking of using Anna earlier for Gold Rush.
Well, now you know the end.
You're about to
Yep.
learn how a princess
Just imagine how much more damage she can do when not level 50, but like level 80.
Same say that to everyone, man. Like, could you just imagine every person in the cap?
Robin is an OP destruction, an OP killing machine.
Okay, at the cap and with every single one of the crests unlocked, and I'm talking even the other character crests that you can get.
Right now,
Celebrate later.
if I can find where the quest mark is off. Right now, Robin has 19 of 21 attack quests,
I see enemy
41 of 47 defense quests, and 17 of 29 boost quests.
Your techniques are a revelation. This whole battle may rely on you.
So much gold.
I've got you now.
So wait, what happens after the map finishes? Does Anna just literally bathe in the money?
Reinforcements.
Anna opens up a treasure chest, sees a pile of gold. Her sisters appear out of nowhere, and she starts running around carrying the treasure chest, while trying to keep her sisters away from it.
Wait, I got it. I actually have the perfect analogy for this. Anyone ever seen a DuckTales opening where Scrooge McDuck is diving into like a giant pool of gold inside of his vault?
Yeah.
That's literally what this is right now.
Oh my god, it is.
Think about it, right? That's freaking Fire Emblem's Anna in a nutshell. It's freaking perfect.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
Well, yeah, but yeah, well, think about fan art of that, though. That means they have like. Hey, Mouse, thank you for the host. Also, yeah, but think about it, though. This means that now fan artists have another excuse to draw Anna in this
May
swimsuit.
rely on you.
I'm not wrong.
No, and that's the sad thing.
You know they'll do it.
Yeah, they'll do it so fast that your head will spin before you know it hits you.
Hey, fan artists are actually pretty freaking quick. It's pretty surprising. It's like, what have you got? Freaking fast fingers?
You've got the power.
My god. How many KOs was that total?
I don't know. 42,000.
For like 4,200. Like, holy crap.
Wow. Okay.
That's the power of a Leanna Strong 5 combo. Like I told you, it decimates.
It's official. Once I get someone paired up with Anna to A+, I'm gonna give my Leanna the payday skill. This way she can just go dancing around, killing everything that gets in her way.
I hope you know how to do the combo.
I can just look at the,
I appreciate the challenge.
what's it called?
Anyway, that is bonafide S rank.
Well done.
And look at all the money I made, and that's without Anna's ability. Can't even imagine whenever I eventually do unlock Anna. Which I hope is soon enough, because I do want to get the extra characters because I want to fill up my roster. Also, Celica is voiced by Erika Linebeck, who was the voice of Futaba Sakura, and I'm just like, oh my god, precious!
So wait, the cyber hacker of the Phantom Thieves is also the
Celica.
princess.
Yeah, Celica is voiced by Erika Linebeck.
That is just...
So now you can't unsee that. In fact, you know what? I now want fan artists to draw Celica as Futaba.
I want to see fan artists draw Futaba dressed as Celica.
Do it. Fan artists, get on that.
I would do it, but I'm already backed up with requests as is.
I can't believe
For
this.
example, I have to finish Battlefall.
In fact, people, commission fan artists to do that. Support your artists.
Please. Most of us artists have
people. They don't pay me to say this. They don't hold me at sword point to say this. Support your artists, because let me tell you, a good commission is a good commission. I can tell you that right now. Because my god.
Do beware of their prices, though.
Well, obviously, but that's just unfortunately, that comes to the territory. And holy monster claws.
Did you literally just say holy monster?
Well, if you could see the monster claws that I freaking got from the mission.
As I said, 22.
Anyway, and Liana and Korn have ranked up to A+ support, and if I'm remembering correctly, they're gonna have a conversation with that.
Yep.
Yep, we're getting a support conversation.
Something tells me our bond just got
All
much
right.
stronger.
Liana, is something wrong?
Corin. No, it's nothing.
Really? Because it didn't sound like nothing.
It really does kind of suck that not every
Guess I'm
character
just a
could have their
little
own support
preoccupied.
conversation with
What's on your
everyone
mind?
else.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, it's
It's
sad.
just, I feel like my brother and I are so
If only they could have added
inexperienced.
those in slowly
You're all
but surely,
fighting
as
this war
like
for
the
our
voice
kingdom,
actors may have gotten in
and
the
we're
lines on
barely
their own
helping.
time or something. That'd be
How
pretty
can
cool.
you say that? You two are clearly giving this your all.
But the voice actors do have
Yeah,
lives and
but
other jobs to do, so I
Her
can get
abilities
why.
pale in comparison to everyone
Yeah,
else's.
but like,
Of
they
course
could have
I
at
feel
least
like
given us the
underachievers.
ones
Look who's on your
between
team.
with the support conversations from Awakening and Faye, because they could have literally just taken them straight from those two games, fixed it up a little better, and then Bub's
I
uncle.
know I should be
Even though I
grateful
don't
that you all
even
are
really
here in
know
the
what the
first
heck
place.
that phrase
I
literally
just can't
means.
help but wonder what would have happened if
All
you
I know
weren't.
is that it means something
Let me
like,
ask you this.
there you have
Do
it.
you think our being sent here was simply coincidence?
What do you mean?
Every decision you've made, every action you've taken has led to this very
Oh
moment.
boy.
I don't
Wait,
think
this
the
is
fact
more
that we're
about
fighting together is a
I
coincidence
think
at
I'm
all.
weak.
Your will
Am I
is what set
strong
our fates
enough?
in motion. We're
These
here
kinds of
because of
conversations
you.
are so goddamn
really
plentiful in
believe
this
that,
series.
Corin?
Like, it's like
Of
I am.
course I
Am I
do.
weak?
There is a drawback, however.
No,
Infinite would
I
be
can-
triggered by this.
Will,
I can see how
I know.
I really wish we
Liana
could be here
and
to see how
Corin's
you come to
conversation
exact
about
what
this works
But only
well,
you and your
because
brother can carve out
we're
a
talking
future.
about Liana,
I
a
believe
human,
in my heart
comparing
that you will
herself to a
succeed.
dragon
You're getting
princess.
stronger every
Wow,
day.
that is
Your
probably a
kingdom will
major
thrive
blow
under
to
your
her
leadership.
Thank you.
self-esteem.
I'll do
And
my
yet,
best.
Liana's still the
I
strongest
feel so
unit I
silly
got.
talking to
So,
you like this.
well,
I'm hardly in a position to give advice. There's
Yep.
a lot I could learn from you and your brother.
What could
I
you
find that
possibly have to
really
learn from
funny. It's
us?
just like I got my strongest unit with
laugh.
possibly one of
You
the
may
best
not always
combos in
get
the
along,
game.
but you have each other's
Talking to
respect.
Korin about
I hope that
I
in the
think I'm
future,
weak.
Nor and Hoshino
And
And here
will
I
exist in
am,
the same
trying to
way.
build a bond
I'm sure you'll
between
make it happen.
a
Everyone in your
tactician
family's
and a
loves you
greedy
so
merchant.
much.
Oh, I
And
know.
again, it's
They won't let me
and again,
forget it,
I'm just saying it's
but
on the right now.
I appreciate
Like
your confidence in me.
Infinite would be triggered by
And
this. He'd be
yours
like,
and
I
mine.
am not weak.
Infinite would
that
be-
was still the dumbest storytelling I've ever seen, but whatever.
Yeah. Only thing it was good for was the fact that
So we're to kill
we get to
the
see
dying
Shadow again.
Simply because the king commands it.
Yeah.
What
And they
do
at
I
least finally
care
give
if
Kirk
these
Thornton more
Elysians
time to actually
We're
perfect the
given
Shadow
no
voice.
reasons to fight, only orders.
Yep.
What's the point?
I don't see the
Besides,
flack with it. I really
I've
don't. I
always
think it's
been one
fine.
choosing who to
Quite
hate
honestly.
on my own.
Like, it's kind of like how Sydney Robinson finally improved her Amy voice. She's no longer Minnie Mouse, and she actually has something to it.
Minnie Mouse.
Well, yeah, at first she was, but then she got a good feel for it.
And who are we talking about again?
Amy. Like, Sydney Robinson is Amy.
Ah.
Yeah, because when she first started out, like, she didn't get too much lines to go with. And then when Sonic Boom came around, she got a hell of a lot more lines.
I still do not like Sonic Boom.
Fuck you, the cartoon show is amazing. Everything else can just be sent to court to be tried by Phoenix Wright, but the cartoon show is great.
The show itself is great, yeah, but character designs need to be fixed. Personalities need tweaking.
Zero, you are forgetting alternate continuity. Think of it like an alternate universe fan fiction.
That's literally what it is. It's like happy, bubbly, and get along, even if they hate each other's guts so much that they rather rip it out.
You're up late, aren't
Wait,
you?
but let me check my convoy.
Yes?
Oh yeah, also this is where you go and change your costumes.
Yep.
I like these costumes.
You can change your costumes, and for those characters who have alternate genders versions of themselves, you can also change it into them.
Once you unlock them anyway, because for Robin, you gotta unlock the female variant by doing
What can I do?
first history mode map.
Yep.
Which
And
thankfully isn't too hard.
Unless you're under level like I was. And then you're gonna spawn with better life.
Well, at that point, I just can't feel sorry for you.
Oh, wow!
Oh, and in Azura's case, it actually affects one of her attacks.
It does?
Yeah, depending on which costume she's wearing, she will sing that particular dance she did at the Opera House scene.
No, she does both. It doesn't matter what costume she wears. I should know. I'm literally using her right now.
Then the YouTube video got the facts wrong. Lock yourselves up later.
In fact, if you want, after I finish this round, I can turn off auto, put the game, my system by its ear, and then you can hear her perform both attacks at once.
I don't play Azura often enough, but then again, it's because every DLC unit starts off at level 1. Training grounds are expensive. but that still means gold.
Just slap the level 1 support unit onto someone, go to the arena, and then switch back and forth, back and forth.
Are we talking?
I did that.
Are we talking the arena history mode?
Yep.
Oh,
I did that for Azura, equipped her onto Robin, and then went ham on the arena mode. Went from level 1 to level 21 by the end of all 6 rounds.
What do you need? What do you need?
Well then.
What do you need?
Yep.
Something to keep in mind.
Okay.
But since I like getting the number up, we're gonna get more gold.
Gold! Give me more gold!
Again, I love gold.
Can you imagine how the chocolate thing from SpongeBob would fit into the gold conversation?
Gold? Did you say gold?
Gold.
It doesn't fit into the tongue as well, that's the problem.
Let's go.
True. See, chocolate at least flows off the tongue. It's just like chocolate. You say chocolate. But with the gold, you can buy chocolate.
With the gold, you can buy 10 pounds of chocolate.
Oh,
if you're Anna,
that's putting it lightly.
If you're Anna, you can buy a whole truck of chocolate and still have more than enough money to buy a chocolate factory.
I was going to say you could buy Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
No, you can buy Willy Wonka's chocolate factory 7.
Oh, yeah, I get it. No need to peek your mic like 2 times there.
My mic didn't do anything.
Well, then Discord did something. But then again, Discord always does something.
Discord is a pain sometimes in phone. You should know that by now.
Yeah, Francis.
I've received a report.
No, okay, let's just say any voice program at this point has their fair share of
I
games.
see enemy reinforcements.
Yep.
That's just a cold hard truth.
Let's go.
Yep. But some of them actually try fixing it. Guys, they never bother fixing it, despite the fact that they have updates like every other week.
Updates? I'll come in. Come on. That sounds like Sony actually fixing the PSN servers. We're updating. Like, no offense to Sony, but come on, guys. Your freaking servers are still being held together by sticks and helmets.
No, they actually updated it to be held together by duct tape and staples.
Yeah, again, I love my PS4, but those servers, man, like, when the PS Plus price increased, I did not see the same justification for it. I thought the money might have gone to improving the servers, which I can be fine with, but except for the fact that I still don't hear anything about improvements here and there, so it's just like, you guys gotta up your game. And speaking of improving servers, if that's what Nintendo is going to do when the Switch Online service does eventually launch, please, because stop using peer-to-peer for Smash Brothers, because it's a terrible method. It's garbage. Please.
Peer-to-peer?
Yeah, peer-to-peer is not very reliable. They gotta stop.
Can you tell me what that is?
I could not tell you off the top of my head, because it's just bad.
Are you sure you want to see enemy reinforcements?
plain and simple, if the servers do improve, especially for like Smash Brothers, like when that comes out later this year, and with the very affordable price that they're giving for the Twitch Online service, you know, it's promising future right there.
How much is this so-called regional price?
$20 a year.
Holy cow!
Year.
Holy cow!
No, not like a month, a year.
That's... Wow. Thank you, Nintendo. That's much better than PlayStation's server thing.
60? Like, no. It was already bad enough when it was 50, but 60? You're literally paying the same price of a game in order to pay for your online service.
You should, you know what Sony, if you're gonna do that, let's at least turn your play service into some sort of special video game. In fact, you should be able to get video games for free if you're doing that. Because you're making this pay $60 a year.
Well, you do get PS Plus games. The problem is that it's kind of a gamble. It's kind of a gamble. Sometimes you get good games, sometimes you get not as good games. Like, there have been some pretty good PS Plus games in the past, like Transformers Devastation, Abzu, I forget what else I have on my previous gallery, but yeah, the only downside is that you have to have PS Plus active in order to even access them. So if you don't have any money, like I have for quite a while, and can't really get another one, you can't play them until you get it again.
We're making progress.
So that's just the whole stick of it.
You're about to learn how a princess really fights.
I don't know why that villager's still out for some reason. Is there something I'm missing? Do I gotta kill more things that I haven't killed yet? I'm already killing the transporters, and I've already killed Marth.
Did you already kill the ruffian?
I see enemy reinforcements.
There's only one ruffian on the map, and I got him easily.
I like those profit margins.
Then it's the AI acting overly slow again.
Let's see.
What can I do for you?
It's just monsters and transporters. The ruffian's been long gone, and the thief? Shoot! Like, what thief? At this point, he's just a phantom thief.
I see enemy reinforcements.
Thank you and good night.
You're about to learn how a princess
But even
really
they're not the
fights.
cool kind either.
Okay, so it seems that it's gonna be with Anna, it's gonna be a consistent rate of 42,382.
Oh man! And could you imagine if you could set a difficulty bonus for these kinds of things?
Yeah, you just have to look for the ones that have higher levels.
I mean, whatever.
Imagine-
I'm just gonna take your word for it because competition.
Imagine how much gold you will earn if you have 2 characters with the payday skill and that they're not teamed up and just go running around blasting everything to Kingdom Come.
Oh wait, Payday is one of those link quests. Is it?
Yes.
Oh my god! So you can have multiple characters with the Payday ability, which means
To fight on.
Money, 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 money.
go.
You get money. Oh, you get money.
Oh, so even the freaking demons get money?
Yes.
Are we playing as Valadar now?
No.
We're making progress.
You're playing as the crazy voices inside of Robin. Every taxation has them. That's how they sing
Yeah,
things.
it's called the player. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about you, and you, especially you there sitting at the screen. You think I'm not talking about you? Especially you, Steve.
Inferno.
Apologies to any Steves that might actually be watching and thinking.
Inferno. If you want a real challenge, go to the history map called the Scion of Legend, and after you beat, no, I think as soon as you get the map,
Fighting alongside you has bolstered
there's
my
gonna be a
own
gold rush with difficulty level 74.
Oh Lord,
Yep.
you are. I know you're not kidding, but my God, I can't even imagine the amount of gold.
You want me to check it out?
I'm gonna assume that you actually do have a character who can withstand all that, so go ahead and see for yourself.
Anna, Robin, Leanna. Yeah.
Zero, hey, at this point, you're my hypothesis guy.
So wait, basically, I'm the guinea pig.
No, you're the control group. So
Cool.
so you're not the guinea pig. The variable is just the enemies you kill.
And the guinea pigs are those who I beat up until they're nothing but fine paste.
That's literally what I just said. Except not in the way that you just did.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're also quite literally the control group because you're holding the controller. Ah.
Uh-huh.
Wow, did the pun just go over your head, or are you just really not for puns right now?
No, I had to reset up the control for the controller because if I switch out of the map that I was using it in, yeah, I had to reset it.
But yeah, everything burns. Or in this case,
Burn.
dies.
Burn like the flames of hell.
We can do anything.
It's burned within the flames. And with its final strike, I end thee.
Now if you're a demon god, then it's born with the flames of hell.
And that's that with the enemies already.
Belongs to us all.
So much gold.
Anna, come over here, Anna. Wow, the AI can't, the control isn't working for Anna. There we go. The AI didn't want Anna to go control.
And for some reason, despite the fact that I have the Shield of Flames costume on, the Shield of Flames itself doesn't appear in the victory screen, which is really
I appreciate
weird.
the challenge.
It is weird. I didn't even know that. I don't like...
4,057 enemies defeated.
That's a lot of enemies.
Whoa, that's a lot of enemies. Leanna MVP because...
See, still get the same amount of gold. That's the same amount of gold as last time.
I still get a lot of gold.
You can't.
Oh, and here we go again. So you can only hold up to 100 of each weapon at a time. And the one you're going to be filling up the most on is swords. Surprise, surprise. So look all around, and hopefully you can find something that you'll be willing to part with. This is always tough, because you never know when you might actually need to use a specific weapon to destroy in order to transfer a skill. I'm gonna do this.
How's this?
There we go. And get all my materials. And done. So that's enough of that gold.
So, Anna's dodge skill is kind of crazy. She trolls around, and if you do consecutive dodges at once with her, she ends up kicking the closest enemy to her.
Okay.
That sounds painful.
Okay, another thing I'm not the biggest fan of with this is that every time you do redo a story mission, you have to wait for the game to load the map in the midst of the cutscene. So you can't just skip straight to there.
We can't let him keep doing.
So you're not going to continue money grinding?
We have to go after
I got a
him
lot of gold.
to protect the world
What?
and to
I
avenge
got a lot of
Darius.
gold.
We've got a big
Uh-huh.
I shall do so again at some other point, but right now it's just time for a good old experience. Why? Because I like levels.
If you want easy levels, go to the arena.
I hear you.
Eventually. Right now the bonafide Tiki method is just magnificent.
Okay.
Okay, so despite
What do you need?
despite the fact that you have Anna, an archer, and despite the fact that my Anna specifically has axe breaker and
What do you need? Okay.
axe beam and lance beam, despite the fact that her bow has both of skills, she is doing horrible at killing lancers and basically anything that isn't a foot soldier.
So that's Anna's weapon.
A bow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, again,
Yeah.
I haven't unlocked her yet from the history mode map, so I wouldn't know.
I've received a report.
The sheer size of the enemy forces.
Besides, are you
Chaos
mocking
Dragon isn't
everyone's
making this
favorite
easy.
dragon girl? Zero?
No.
Neither shall we.
Good.
No, I'm not.
You don't want to feel the wrath.
I'd be hypocritical if I was mocking our this dragon.
Also speaking of which, my god, her awakening design was not expecting.
Yeah, for the first time a few days ago, he actually saw a picture of the of Tiki as a young adult in terms of dragon, and he freaked out.
Well, look, do I look like I have time to finish a Fire Emblem game? I barely have time to even do any of this.
Our enemies have launched an
True.
attack from
So,
afar. We've got to stop that lightning magic right away.
hopscotch, hopscotch.
To put a stop to it
Yeah,
before it
again, I will
causes
never
too
stop
much
calling it the
damage.
hopscotch combo because it looks like Tiki playing hopscotch.
The mission's starting.
With the fact that she has a dragon stone, I wouldn't be surprised if she is.
Well, here's the thing though with this hopscotch. She uses the dragon stone to crush you at the end of it. So it's hopscotch, except you get
It's killer hopscotch.
extreme hopscotch.
Let's go.
Hopscotch gone extreme.
That just sounds like a really bad playground game gone wrong.
It does. Holy. Okay.
Hopscotch. Extreme.
Inferno.
Yes.
Anna's going so overkill with her attacks, with her combos finishers, that the screen is lagging. She's also in Awakening.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying it's lagging? Wait. Are we? So is this like? Did Zero happen to .exe? Okay, it scared me there, internet.
So what the heck happened?
My internet derped like an idiot.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Optimum.
Oh, you use Optimum.
Why does every ISP suck?
ISP.
Internet Service Provider.
Not all of them suck.
Well, they act like they do.
Verizon does a pretty good job.
Well, I'm pretty sure they got their fair share of problems as well. Okay, so okay, good. I am seeing that we're back. That means the goddamn VOD's gonna be split in two, isn't it?
I hope not.
No, it probably is, and I hate when that happens.
Okay.
I freaking hate when that happens.
Are we live again?
No, we are. I can see that. It's just that no one's saying anything, so.
Guys, can someone answer if they can hear us again? We had a little bit of a drop issue with Inferno's side of things.
My ISP doesn't know how to do competent things. Ooh, I said that out loud. Sorry, guys. How about learn how to do your job?
So yeah, it does a lot of. It gives you a lot more money in the higher the level cap is for the enemies.
Let's press on. We don't have time to drag our feet here.
Inferno, you still there?
Yeah, I just playing the game.
Mission complete.
Ah,
I'm trying to play and keep an eye on the chat. That it's like no.
Good.
I want to make sure that things aren't being dumb again.
Fetch, if you're watching the stream, say something so Inferno and I know that you guys can hear us, please.
I'm just, you know, god damn it, and there's more of the typing.
I like these profit margins.
Sorry, because I don't know if anyone can hear us. I was placing in the chat if they can hear us.
The mission started.
So yes, Gold Rush, the Scion of Legend, gives you a lot more money than Emblem.
So wait, which map was that?
The Scion of Legend.
Everyone, move forward.
You mean Scion? Or is that you?
Yeah, Scion. I don't know how it's pronounced.
How's it spelled?
To secure the final fort.
It is spelled S-C-I-O-N.
Scion.
Let's hunt them down.
Ah.
Take them out.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Yeah, I know. Final Fantasy XIV uses that same name for one of the more important, like, you know,
That didn't go too
anythings
well.
of everywhere, and you will never hear the end of that word.
The enemies. They're changing shape.
Uh-huh.
It's us. They look like us. What? Enemies disguised as our friends are guarding the forts?
So now I'm questioning. Should I give Liana the first gold payday skill bond skill, or should I let Tiki have the first one?
It's more, again, it's more about who you use.
I use Tiki, Liana, Robin, Zora, Corin the most.
Spin a wheel then. Because at this point, that's a bit too much to choose from. Especially since I don't think you have the materials to give all of them the crest yet.
Nope, not yet. I'm literally building up my first A+ support with Anna right now.
Why is Corin? Why are you?
What do you
wait, 'cause
need?
the fort hasn't opened up yet. God damn it!
What can I do for you?
Yes, you want to know the sad thing is?
Put me in.
What's the sad thing?
On my side, whenever I have Corin in a fight, she always goes toward the people who can actually kill her. The archers, those with Wyvern Slayers, anything that can pose a risk to her health, she goes running headfirst straight into them, not caring that she could die.
The mission's starting.
Since people don't know how to take over a goddamn fort around here. Thanks, AI.
Guys, take over the fort. We're just gonna stand here and let you come and do that. You know, because it is too dangerous for us to actually go
You are trying
ahead.
a bit too hard with this.
Yeah, I'm trying a bit too hard on purpose. I'm trying to emulate just how obnoxious the AI is.
Well, can you not? Because if you do, then I'm gonna have to eliminate you like the rest of them.
Haha. So, when does Hyrule Warriors come out for the Switch again?
May 18th. So we got,
Oh,
so we got
good.
3 weeks.
Okay. So, I'll literally have just enough money by then to get Breath of the Wild, its DLC, and Hyrule Warriors with its potential DLC.
It's already gonna have all the previous DLC from each version within it, so you're fine.
So wait, I'm not gonna have to purchase any extra DLC?
Unless they make even more DLC for the game, pretty much.
Okay, good.
So yeah, yeah, you know, I could just freaking imagine that a game with like all the previous DLC in it, getting more of it because extra
They can-
content.
They can give us all the capsules from Breath of the Wild.
Well, Link and Zelda are gonna have the Breath of the Wild outfits.
Okay, what about that, dolphin, that, I can't remember the exact name. The water.
Oh my god. You know what, you should try not to start memorizing names before you try to describe these things.
I have yet to play Breath of the Wild, so I don't know her name.
Then how about once you start playing Breath of the Wild, then we'll start, like, you know, we'll start
What do you
speculating.
need? Okay.
Because that's just gonna make more sense by the end of the day.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe more like a yeah.
Leave it to me.
I have a question. If I ever need help in Breath of the Wild once I get it, I can ask you for advice, right?
You can ask me, and you can also ask Dale, since he's played way more of the game than I
Will
have.
soon be overtaken. We must hurry and
Wait.
close the portal.
But Dale doesn't have a Switch, does he?
It's also for the Wii U.
Starting.
Ah.
Also, yeah, no, Fetch, her internet derped on her as well, but granted, her ISP is even worse, so that's no surprise. And if you're wondering what her ISP is, it's Spectrum, also known as They Suck.
Mm-hmm.
No, they are serious. No, they're not very good. They really aren't.
So, Fetch, you can hear us, right? We're not just talking to each other?
I'd imagine that she can. Like, since, I mean, I'd hope that, like, you know, she can, because why would you leave that detail out?
Okay, thank you, Fetch.
Yeah, because
Nothing to worry about.
that was stupid.
Internet dropped on everyone's side, potentially.
I feel like ISPs everywhere just aren't doing good jobs for me, are they? It's like, guys, you're paid to do jobs too, so how about you do what we pay you to do?
Hey, the only difference between your internet provider and mine is that when I first got my Switch, my Switch, when I connected it to the internet, it caused the internet to completely crash because we did not have enough bandwidth. We had to literally call them up, tell them our bandwidth just went to hell on us, and we need a boost. Luckily, they gave us a free boost.
You have a lot of very, how do I say this?
What can I do for you?
Interesting, strange, out there, insane.
Occurrences.
Yeah. Yep.
Sure thing.
My life probably puts an anime protagonist's life to shame at this point.
Not really. Anime protagonists still have more interesting lives than any of us.
True.
They're anime protagonists.
We can relax.
I mean, we're talking about people that can literally jump extreme distances and disappear in the blink of an eye.
And not die when they jump from a building.
Well, actually, you want to talk about disappearing in the blink of an eye? Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider anything. We're talking about protagonists, antagonists, the monsters. That's something that's always just bothered the hell out of me, even though it happens in every freaking show. Whether it be Riders, Sentai, Power Rangers, you name it, with a superhero show. What is it with everybody disappearing in the blink of an eye? No one disappears that goddamn quickly. I know it's a very fantasy show, but come on.
Nope, you have to remember these rider suits defy the laws of reality.
Well,
come on. One of them.
Zero. I mean, they are rider suits, so they already defy it by being able to henshin.
Especially Kabuto. It's a man-made suit, and yet somehow it can defy the laws of time. And then eventually reality itself, when it goes hyper.
Clock Up is amazing, and don't you dare diss it.
What is it?
I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying that it defies all the laws of reality.
We are talking about Kamen Rider. I mean,
yes.
In and of itself already defies so much everything. It's utterly insane, but goddamn it, we love it.
Have you seen the web episode for Kamen Rider Kabuto?
No, I really haven't. I've only seen the show and the prequel movie.
Okay, I doubt you're gonna find it anymore. So, do you want me to just tell you the funny thing about it?
Well, at this point, you might as well, since finding Kamen Rider anything nowadays is literally a hand and a leg in the States, so go ahead.
The Kabuto Zector and the Stag Beetle, Zector.
Oh, the Gattack Zector.
Both... What?
The Gattack Zector.
Yeah, they both talk.
I'd imagine they talk to each other in some sort of...
No, they talk...
Like, they talk in actual Japanese.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider webisodes, what are you gonna do?
Because we're talking about the same reality where a bat bites a kid on the hand, they suddenly go all super vampire king on us. Yeah.
And wow, Lissa was too late. The fort was taken over.
See what I mean?
Did it fall?
They never can do things on time.
That's it. I am sick and tired of all this stupidity a la Kazim.
The only thing worse than the fact that they can't do anything right is, even if you have it programmed so that they automatically heal without you having to tell them to, they still let themselves get killed because they don't bother healing, even though they have healing items equipped to them.
They're talking about the actual units. Well, I have casual mode on, so I don't gotta worry about them being permanently gone. But that's still pretty, that's still pretty dumb. And yes, I have casual mode on. Bite me. I don't care.
Yeah, in a game like this, you do not want your precious friend to die.
Well, more like I don't want to lose the units I could potentially be using because of some dumb stipulation. Look, if you like classic mode, that's fine, but if you're gonna try and bash me just because they want to play it differently, then I'm sorry, you're just being a dick.
Yep.
And quite honestly, you can enjoy your own game on your own time because no one's gonna want to talk to a dick.
Yep. And if you have that much of a problem with it, well, we have an army. What do you have?
You probably have, I don't know, a Hulk? Speaking of which, Infinity War came out, and, I wants. I likes it, and I wants it.
I have an army. Yeah, we have Tiki.
We have a Hulk. I got the charger.
No, Tiki's better than the Hulk at this point.
Tiki in Dragon Form versus the Hulk. I demand it. I demand it be animated by Fanimator. So someone get that in Source Filmmaker.
But who would win? British Dragon or Giant Green Monster?
That's who would win.
Stay on your guard and focus on the mage.
Uh-huh. But I think would win.
All the imposters are dead.
You see, that's us not having thought this completely through, and we just don't really care. And honestly, at this point, just make the fight so good that it just ends in like the most epic draw of all time.
Mission complete.
No, make the fight so good that in the end, reality just crumbles apart.
Why do you gotta ruin the fun? If reality crumbled apart, how would you have any more of those crossover fights?
Well, if reality crumbled apart, that means that you can bring imagination to exist as your own reality.
Imagination.
Or, as I lately am saying, you reject reality and replace it with your own.
Why do I feel like that's a quote from somewhere?
Because I'm pretty sure it is. I just don't know where.
Right here.
I really feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Ready.
Give me a second.
Yeah, so give him a second, cause he gonna rock a wiki.
That didn't
go too well.
Oh wait, I forgot to get the chest. God damn it!
The concept of this statement was within Helsing, Bleach, Sword Art Online, Tengen Toppa Gon Lagann, Idiot Hero Luffy from One Piece. They literally call him Idiot Hero?
That sounds like every.
It's Certain Magical Index.
That sounds like most anime protagonists.
Haruhi Suzumiya is the very definition of that. Seto Kaiba keeps vehemently denying the existence of any sort of magic, therefore, showing that he's rejecting the reality. Yeah. Xenosaga series does this all the time.
So at this point, it's just a phrase that people keep using.
So does Dragon Age, Fallout 4.
Is that what I'm getting here?
The Gisa.
Zero.
Batman the Arkham Knight.
Zero. I think everyone gets
But that does not answer my question.
At this point, I think it's just a phrase that many common things use at this point.
Nope. Wait, what?
Sure you want to skip?
I got more money doing this map than I do the Gold Rush. At this point, the Gold Rush is more for making quick, like...
Apparently, it has origins in Mythbusters.
Ah. Oh, wait. Actually, now that you think about it, yeah, actually, you want to know why? Because, in Sword Art Online Abridged, Kirito makes a lot of, like, references to, like, movies and other things.
Wait,
so,
what were you talking about? My volume shut itself down for a moment.
in Sword Art Online Abridged, that Kirito makes a lot of, like, movie references.
Oh, what about before that?
That's what I said.
Ah, so I missed nothing else while I was listening to all the examples.
Speaking of Sword Art Online Abridged, it's a freaking awesome abridged series, and everyone should totally watch it because, oh my god, it's so good.
So is Helsing Abridged.
Oh, but everybody knows that at this point.
Yeah, but it's so amusing.
Anyway, I got a lot of freaking money from that, so booyah.
Wow! On the map!
And let's see, what else did I got? Oh, of course I got weapons. I got a bow, a stone, a lance, axe, a bow, a lance, and another sword. Oh god damn it!
You can't
One
hold
day-
all that.
I'm hoping that in a Fire Emblem game, the kitchen sink, will become a weapon.
Like a literal kitchen sink.
Yes. Like,
The kitchen
out
sink.
of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere, someone pulls out from a pocket or a purse or something like that, a whole kitchen sink and throws it at the enemy. They'd be so confused that they can't dodge and therefore get a face full of kitchen sink.
That's not possible. How's this?
Kitchen sink.
In fact, someone draw Tiki in her divine dragon form holding a kitchen sink, throwing it towards an enemy unit.
That's pretty.
Put our heads
That's pretty
together and
specific.
get through this.
It's amusing.
Really gets
It's
along
amusing.
these days.
In fact, in my own personal headcanon, if Crom ever insulted his wife's weight while they were pregnant during the 2-year time skip, I could just imagine them picking up a kitchen sink and
But-
chucking it at him.
But Zero, here's the thing though. In the Fire Emblem mythos, I don't think kitchen sinks exist. I think maybe wash basins exist, but not kitchen sinks.
Hey, we're really getting along these days.
So I'm just gonna say throw the wash basin.
Yeah.
So yeah, just throw the wash basin. So yeah, I get more money doing the dang Clash at the World tree than I do with the Gold Rush, which is weird.
Hey, Inferno.
But then again, that's more because of the 1.5 times bonus from Hard Mode. I can't even imagine the 2 times bonus from Lunatic.
Inferno.
Oh, what's up?
I want to compare something. On Hard Mode, I want you to do that mission again, where I have the game set up to do it with Anna, and I want to see who gets more money and what's the difference in money.
I got 76,000 something, so use that.
Okay.
Because, I'm gonna go check my camp.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's something I haven't showed up as of yet during the whole freaking stream. So, the camp. This is where you can use the crest to improve your units. Think of it also like the badges in Hyrule Warriors, or I'm pretty sure every other Dynasty Warriors game has this too, but I haven't actually played an actual Dynasty Warriors game, despite really liking the gameplay style. The smithing, in which you can modify, appraise, and even sell spare weapons. You definitely want to reforge them, please. You can remove attributes. Use them to temples. You can, I think... Oh, wait a minute, isn't this where you revive allies in like a... Wait, yeah, like, hold on a second. Oh yeah, in classic mode, they can be revived here, can't they? Like, they can be revived in classic mode using the temple, right? I wouldn't know because I don't have classic mode on. And Zero can't confirm this either because he doesn't have that mode on.
Nope, I can, well, actually I can tell you from the tutorial page that yes, the temple is how you revive people.
For classic mode.
Yep.
Okay, so they're not
It's a pain in the
they're not permanently lost, but that's still probably some more money out of your pocket. So no.
A whole lot more money than you want to part with.
Exactly. So no.
No.
You can, however, reset your level to 1. I don't know why you would, but maybe there's some kind of purpose to it. And you can make blessings, but these cost not only money, but also materials. Your materials. So,
Yep.
you better have plenty if you want to keep repeatedly using them.
Or you better pick a guardian prey. Wards of the Rights from Frederick.
Alright,
Alright.
and there's also the training grounds, to which the highest level will be used as the base for them. So Liana is at level 62. By spending obscene amounts of gold, you can level someone up from, like, say, 25 all the way to 62, if you wanted to so choose. Doing so, however, costs me pretty much almost my entire fortune, so no.
Something weird to note. For some unexplained reason, I've Calto like Robin at level 90. My Liana is level 87. If I wanted to spend 450,000 gold, I could put Liana at level 91.
And I know I'm being a bit too careful with my materials here, but can you blame me?
Choose.
And if you do, then stop that. You're just making yourself look bad. Let's see.
Is this alright?
Boost damage.
It succeeded.
And of course, there's also the boost crest for this and that. Let's see. Oh, look at that! I can actually use I can actually make the skill crest 5 now, which can allow me to use rank S weapons. But look at that material cost! And not only do these cost materials, but they also cost money. And there's also special crests called Mastery and Sanctuary crests. Problem is,
Look at the bright side.
I don't know
You
the
really-
materials to use them. And there's also the what I call Link crests, in which you get a character-specific ability, but you can also get it to that other characters as long as you have their, well, quote-unquote essence. Essence, or like they're also their character-specific gold material. So like Cordelia's book on love, to which is don't go after the guy you like, but instead fuck his best friend. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? Or but yeah. That's me referring to the fact that there's a lot of Cordelia fans out there.
Hey, Inferno,
Yes.
can you remind me how to tell the AI to make Tiki put her warrior gauge into awaken gauge?
You stand still, you just press the special button, like your strong attack button.
Ah, okay. I had to input that into the controller.
Yeah, you just be sure to stand still while you do it, or else you might do a combo.
Yep. The AI learned that the hard way again.
Jeez, and let me tell you this: the Manakite Tales, unless you're doing this one mission in one of the history mode maps, you're not gonna have enough of. I want to do more of that.
Nope.
I want to do way more of that before even bothering with that one. I can get this. I don't know why I don't have Prayer Crest 1. That's pretty dumb of me not to have. That's very dangerous, actually, for me not to have, so what the hell am I doing?
Is this alright? It succeeded. Is this alright?
Also, for some reason, the crests are taking longer to load, like, whenever I make one, which is really weird. As for the boost crest, I need more tails just to make rank A weapons a possibility for Tiki. God damn it.
Yeah, Tiki like eats up dragon tails like nobody's business.
But Tiki thankfully does have one of the most useful character abilities in the game, Armored Blow. Which is amazing, and which explains a lot, actually, now that I think about it. I forgot I had this, which prevents any enemy attacks from interrupting my attack combo.
It's very useful on someone like Robin also.
Like, it could be useful on everybody, though, let's be honest, but Tiki especially.
Yeah, helps with the fact that she's a glass cannon when she's below certain points.
Oh, I think I just exited the camp before I should have. Now that I think about it. What was I gonna do again? I already did some of Tiki's there. Oh, you want to know what else I've really been wanting to get but haven't found any weapons of this yet? Is one with the armor breaker trait.
That starts out as a DLC weapons reward from one of the maps. And then once you do that, once you got it once, you can get it randomly.
Should I show off one of the DLC characters actually?
Yeah.
I'd imagine. So, oh wait, this is Azura. Oh, I love this ability. Amaterasu. Slowly heals the partner while in pair up. That could be pretty good for some of those more hectic maps.
It is.
Okay, but which DLC character though? Azura, Obero, Navare, Niles, Minerva, Lane Day.
Niles is probably one of your best bets.
I've barely done anything with the guy though, so I'm probably gonna need crests.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely need crests.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine, but the problem is I didn't care about Niles as much as I cared about someone like Atharja, Azura, or Olivia.
Neither did I. I literally only DLC character I focused on originally was Azura, and then I realized, oh, to get the Thoron scroll to make Thoron more powerful, I can only use Ultros for the quest that requires it, and therefore, I had to go grinding like hell just to build them up.
You get pretty freaking loud with the emphasis, I noticed.
But yeah, I get very annoyed when I have to scoring of training things from level 1 to level 90.
Olivia has Gale Force as her character ability.
Which would you like? Which would you like?
Definitely gotta get more of that. Let's see, what's Tharja's character ability?
Which would you like?
Vengeance. HP slowly drains. Normal damage rises in proportion to remaining HP. So she essentially drains her own vitality in order to raise her own damage.
Yep.
That's pretty dangerous.
She's a dark mage. She doesn't care about danger. As long as she can hex people, she'll be perfectly fine with the danger.
Let me see. Do I have any better weapons out there for Tiki? Unless I have the weapon I have equipped for. Oh, wait a yeah, there is. I not only don't have many steel stones to begin with, but this one has 6, and I count that 6 slots to use. And I have like 5 of them up. Granted, so does this one right here. But it has slightly higher damage output and better stars. Oh, this actually hurts. Because I don't think I got as... Oh, yeah, I don't got as much to use. Let's see. There's like a spare bronze stone I can destroy or something. Oh, there's Rainstorm on this one. I should probably get that onto the Steel Stone. Ooh, also Divining. What do you think, Rainstorm or Divining?
Theoretically speaking, Divining is good, but like, since a lot of your skills you're going to be using the normal attacks to help build Tiki up, I would say that the Rainforest is probably a bit of a better idea. Okay, I'm never underestimating the power of a tiny dragon girl ever again.
Now, gotta make note of that. Anyway, I need an excuse to show off one of the DLC characters just for kicks. Let's see. What story chapter should I use?
Go to chapter 4, because that's a good place to do some beginner level grinding for.
Chapter 4, Hero King of the Desert.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Chapter 4.
Where do we start looking for heroes?
Also, now that I think about it, I think I forgot
a mysterious fighter joined in a battle we fought earlier. He helped us against some Outrealm fiends in town.
What was his name? He could help us.
If I recall correctly,
He said his name was Marth.
Marth? You can't have met the legendary
Okay,
hero
no, I
King
didn't
Marth.
forget.
He lived thousands of years ago. There's just...
Destroy the magic pillars and reach Marth. Marth. You can hear my air quotes real loud. Marth.
Yes, they're so loud.
Marth. Alright.
Oh, Tiki, why did I let the AI ever underestimate your usefulness?
So I'm going to set Tiki out. Hold the fuck. Oh, so who has a Draco Slayer weapon in here? Is that Marth?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the freaking parallel Falkian is a goddamn Draco Slayer weapon.
But sadly, the power. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that this isn't the real Maw.
No, Fetch, not Mirth. Not that Mirth. I think you know which Marth this is.
So, Inferno, how many warrior gauge does your Tiki have?
2.
Okay, wow. Mine has 3, and that gives you full awakening gauge if you have all 3 filled up.
Well, yeah, but I still need more materials in order to make that next awakening gauge.
I don't even remember how I got the materials that for Tiki. Nope, it's all one big blink.
Okay, so what I'm... So because Olivia is freaking great at combat, she gonna be here, and besides her sword is amazing, it's a Plate Slayer, and I forget what else the trait is. In fact, can I see the equipment, actually? There we go, status, check weapon. It is a Beast Slayer and a Plate Slayer, so that is pretty freaking good. With strong 3, strong 1, and the healer bonus. And since I'm going to pair her up with Liana, this is going to be broken as hell. Isn't this great?
Right.
It's insanity!
Alright, let's see what else. I'm going to send Lissa to attack this fort. I'll send...
Right here.
Do I have any extra units around here?
What can I do for you?
Wait, what? I have 2 Cordelias. One's the extra unit. Screw it, I'm keeping my Cordelia. Screw you, game. I'm doing what I want.
Ready.
Cordelia, congratulations, your Cordelia learned how to use the shadow clone technique.
How's this? Let's go.
Nah, 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 nah.
See ya! Just, wow.
Congratulations! Nah, 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 nah.
This sandstorm seems impassable. At this rate,
Yeah,
we'll never
know.
get through.
There you are.
The sandstorm
Now pair up
is
with
to a
this one.
specific location.
There we go.
Just be
Alright, time to
gentle.
break things.
What are you breaking? The bones of your enemies?
Breaking it
Yes.
affect the storm?
You're gonna grind them into a fine paste before putting it in your soup and watch as the broken
Jesus
body
Christ,
dies.
man!
Sorry,
Quit while you're ahead!
quick before I lose my dignity.
Won't be able to reach all of the pillars unless we take control of the forts.
And despite only being level 6, Olivia's already got it down, but I'm guessing that's the pair support also really helping in that one.
It probably is.
I wouldn't doubt it. I also don't know what her dance gauge does below right there,
Perhaps I
but
should stick to the rear.
whatever, we'll see.
Right. Let's dance.
You'd think that, just like how the dancer unit has the dance gauge, you'd think that the songstress of Azora and her songstress would be able to give you a singing gauge that gives you some sort of super powerful boost.
I've received a
I'm probably just not even understanding what I'm saying myself.
Probably.
Is this the pillar
So the gimmick of the
Cordelia
stage is that you gotta destroy
kinda
these magic
sketchy.
pillars that are creating a
Let's wreck it.
sandstorm.
I like
It's not as easy as it looks.
Well, okay, the sandstorm doesn't make it impossible to go through, but it makes it harder to get through, like, as going through the sandstorm would do.
Let's go.
And since I pretty much I'm right now on the other side. Okay, and you can't let Robin or Cordelia fall in battle in this stage, so if you do that, you automatically lose.
We have to do something.
So
Inferno. As long as Warrior Gauge is almost filled up to 2 levels, do you want me to show you proof that no matter what form she's in, she'll play both songs?
I don't think blowing out anyone's ears would be recommended.
Excellent. Excellent.
And it also, it just makes it really hard to see in here. Like,
What?
because right now I'm within the sandstorm because there's no other way back. Like, it's not impossible. Like, it's not impossible to get through the sandstorm, but again, it makes it really hard to see. And if you're trying to get an army through a sandstorm, good luck trying to do anything effectively. Like, we got an army, they got a sandstorm. So
We have an army. Well, yeah, we got Hulk.
we got a
And-
sandstorm.
You've driven the threat away for now.
Hulk smash sandstorm!
I got a rock.
What can I do for you?
You've got a rock. We've got a dinosaur brought back from the prehistoric ages. Beat that.
What's the awakened Aerodactyl or something?
Yes. Or we woke Tiki up from her nap 200 years sooner than you should have.
That'd be many fire events come true. It's just like all of a sudden Tiki appears.
While Tiki has appeared, she seems to be very mad that we woke her up before.
Oh, are we really crossing over Fire Emblem and Pokemon now?
Hey, don't doubt logic, because logic is long gone.
I've received a report.
No, look, I sent my logic out to... I had my logic run an errand for
Zero.
me, and it never returned.
Zero.
Yeah.
I think the rabblings of an insane man should not be publicized unless he wants to be committed.
The ramblings of an insane man? No. It's the ramblings of a questionably insane man.
Stop.
Everyone knows that.
An ambush should
You know, ever since I disabled those freaking level up notifications, the gameplay has been flowing much faster.
It has.
Like I like like seeing my stats go up and everything, but I just really did not like the damn thing interrupting me like every 2 seconds.
You leveled up. You leveled up.
No, not Final Fantasy. although that would be pretty freaking cool too.
But the Final Fantasy level up sound is much better than
Well, even then, that's not even the dang. That's the freaking that's the victory theme. That's the level up theme.
Fort is ours.
tomato.
Not really.
I like this profit margin.
Also, wait, where's the thief going? Where are you going, thief?
Did that all by
Be gone,
yourself?
thief!
I'm running away. You're crazy.
I like this profit.
Be gone, thief!
I will do my best. I've received a report.
That key is mine. The treasure shall be mine.
What have you been hiding?
Let's
Now
go.
time to
Okay.
see what that treasure is.
How much gold did you get from the Clash at the World Tree?
Like 76,000 something. What'd you get?
79,933 with the aid of Anna.
And what
I see
difficulty
enemy
bonus did you get?
reinforcements.
There's 3 stores.
Hard mode or so hard.
Yep.
So you got the time and a half.
A Pegasus
Okay, but that's
Yep.
Anna's with the money-making ability coming into effect.
And what level is your Tiki?
Yeah, like in late 50s.
Target's in danger.
Mine is level 53.
Promoted, I assume.
Yes, I think she is.
You think?
What can I do for you? What is it?
I don't. If Tiki is promoted already, then it happened
her
during the
class
time when I was going on the promotion screen.
The class would have to be called Divine Dragon.
Well, if she is promoted, I did it during the class promotion spree I went on a while back.
So there's a bunch of archers heading towards Cordelia.
If we don't take them out soon, Cordelia's
Oh,
done
look.
for.
Robin and Tiki finally reached A+ support.
I will be getting there. Oh no. If only I could tell that Cordelia to retreat. That would be really nice.
I like those profit margins.
What are you doing? Cordelia, run. No.
I hear you.
Wait for me. This is gonna be terrible. I know, game. Stop warning me.
Aww. Inferno.
What?
The A+ support conversation for Tiki and Robin is so adorable.
Mission complete.
While Zero's heart melts, I just thankfully saved Cordelia from a swift death.
My heart
Should be in the arena.
melted.
Hurry.
Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
What is it?
Also, wait a minute, I noticed Alyssa's at an advantage with this particular fort. Okay then, I guess it's time
Let's see.
I guess it's time to change it up.
Yeah, Tiki is promoted.
Still though, you still got money making ability, and that's with just one character.
Yep. I can't wait until it gets on to more.
Oh my. The game has been won. You are rich and powerful.
You're rich. You got all the power in the world. What are you gonna do next? I'm gonna buy the internet.
Internet? Inheritance? I inherited the internet. And that's a die, everything. Die, Shogun.
Root basket.
Okay, wait a minute. Now I finally get it, because I keep remembering the phrase, but that was from Rhyme, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because I've had that phrase, like, you know, for quite a while, but I didn't know it was from Gaim. Granted, I haven't even watched all of Gaim yet, so I still might do that. Eventually,
Root basket.
Is that seriously a form?
It's called Kriami Om.
Oh.
Fort is ours.
Gaim gets really weird.
Yes, in the end, Gaia. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna
I was
spoil
about to say, just shut your face.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Marth, you
hi,
said your name was?
Marth.
We wanted to.
All right. Falchion against Falchion.
Did I tell you that the first time I saw cutscene, I actually thought that Moth's hair was on fire because of how the camera had them standing in front of the candle torch.
Tell me straight.
Oh, then.
Who taught you?
Yeah. Granted, the first time I started playing this game, it was like 2 in the morning, and that wasn't exactly the most wide awake person out there.
And by the power of awakening, Olivia utterly obliterates Marth.
Olivia! Obliterate!
So wait, Olivia's Exodia?
Mission complete.
Olivia is the new Exodia.
Obliterate.
Until Tiki, Robin, basically anyone who's better than Olivia comes in and takes it away from her.
Anyway, that was great. Let me just say right now, that was utterly amazing just how quick that battle went.
It was insane.
And also we have Olivia's victory screen, which is quite frankly something that's still just, it's just like, she's a dancer, and yet she's all like, don't look.
Now that I'm
So does she just get stage fright?
To play the mercenary. May I join you?
Alright, for Monday. And Olivia MVP.
I guess all the practice I did
And
really
congratulations,
did
Olivia. You are the MVP.
Level up.
Level
I did
level up.
I'm getting stronger.
I really want to do the theme from Kamen Rider X8 because you said level up. I blame
Oh,
you.
for Gus.
I blame you, Inferno.
If you want to ever get to watching X, you know what? Just eventually, because quite frankly, me getting to see another Rider show is inevitable. It's just, it takes a bit. These shows they started getting longer as they keep going. I noticed, like, Wizard was just like, how long did that go? Like 53 episodes?
51, and then you got 2 extras that basically is replacing Gaiam's movie. The Gaiam introduction movie.
Oh, so Toei just swept it under the rug and was just like, hey guys, we're changing it up a bit.
Yeah, but at least they made it canon.
At least for that.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that'll be enough of tonight's Grindfest. Now let's see. Shall I find someone to... Well, it's gonna be very mini, but will there be raid? Ooh, I do have quite a number of people on, actually, for targeting. Mini raid. Ooh, I know. Oh, ow.
What?
I heard the zipper.
Yeah, that was me zipping up the case for my Switch.
I know who we're gonna raid, but we're gonna do it with the we're gonna do it with
Hashtag gold for days.
No, hashtag I love gold. No, hashtag I love gold.
Okay.
With the hashtag I love gold, or as I keep saying it, I love gold.
You should edit it so that it says hashtag gold.
It's but the quote is I love gold, so I'm going with it.
Okay.
And we're going to be rating Tom Fox. Yeah. Oh yes, we're rating Tom. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Fire Emblem Warriors Grindfest. You know, I'm actually gonna wait. Hold on. Stop that for a second.
Wow.
I see that notification this time. You can't trick me now, game. No, because you see, it will notify me of this thing. That it might not work because of a certain chat description. And I almost fell for that once, but I ain't doing it again, laddie. I ain't doing it again. No, you see. Thankfully, though, we have options. And why am I talking like this? Why am I talking like this?
Inferno.
Oh my god.
This is you.
So yeah, no, I know, no, that I already had a failed attempt happen once because of that, so I don't want that to happen again, so we're not having a repeat. Oh wait, I do know another one, and we'll just have later. Yeah, that's right. I know one. Let's rate Jiggy. Right now he's playing Dad of War. Yeah, not God, we're Dad of War. So, booyah. So once again, thank you all for joining me on this Fire Emblem Grindfest. There will one day be Hyrule Warriors, but that day isn't now. And until next time, see y'all later.